Everybody doing, man? We are live in the building. Trying to get up on Instagram and a couple other platforms too. But man, how's everybody doing this morning, man? It is your boy West Coast. Hey, man, we got the three amigos of Cowboy content, man. I got my boy HTM from HTM Sports over here, and then I also got my boy LandLord from LandLord Sports over here too, man. So, man, how y'all fellas doing this morning?
Man,
We already. We in the building, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with us, man. You already know what's happening. Give y'all some of this good old Cowboys content. Let's get it.
Absolutely. And yo, man, let's see what else we got up in here. Hey, HDM, what's up with your boy?
man, living righteous, kinfolk, just out here trying to get it, brother.
Shoot, I heard that, my boy. I heard that, my boy. So, yo, man, you guys already know whenever West Coast goes live, there's two things you guys must do. First thing you must do is you must hit that share button. So I need everybody right now to hit that share button, no matter where you are watching at right now. I need every single person right now that's under the sound of my voice to hit that share button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that share button right now. Hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it, hit it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Next thing I need you guys to do. Next thing I need you guys to do is there is this thing called stars. There are these things called super chats. I need you guys to hit that thing. I need you guys to hit it. Now, what are stars? What are super chats? Stars and super chats are simply a monetary way for you, the content watcher, to support your favorite content creators. Who is that? Oh, the three amigos of content. And that is your boy West Coast, ACM Sports, and LandLord. Y'all, today's the third. So if you ain't got that rent due, you better get to it.
Yes,
You
sir.
feel me? You feel me? Because we don't like our rent on the third. We likes it on the first. You know what I'm saying? So, if you haven't already, hit that button, and then this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go through here. If I see your name, if I see you, showing some love to the kid, then I'm gonna show you some love back real fast. And that's how I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show some love by saying your name and giving you a shout out real quick. I always start off with my page, so I'm gonna let the fellas do it today, man. Go ahead and hey, LandLord, you send me a thumbnail. If not, see if you could jazz one up real quick. If not, it's all good. But if you can, throw me one real quick. And then Henny, I'm gonna let you go ahead and start it off.
All right, well, man, I got my boy Double O, part of the Wrench Gang, tapping in with me over here at HTM Sports. How you doing, my guy? Michael Lockhart over here rocking with me, man. I appreciate you. Cowboys fan 95 tapping in with your boy HTM Sports. I appreciate you, kinfolk. Jason Garrett, not the coach, because he don't be out here tripping. So,
Oh,
hey,
Lord.
Jason Garrett in here tapping in with me. What's up with you, brother?
We
Yep,
thought we
leave
got rid
Jason
of you,
alone.
Jason.
Man, leave Jason alone. Jason Garrett got fired for Kellen Moore, and Kellen Moore got fired because he should have been fired.
Hey, shout out to Michael Lockhart over here with us, man. T Smooth TV, Samuel Rowe, aka LandLord from Wakanda. Got Matt Batten in the building, the GOAT, man. What's happening with y'all, man? We in the building. Let's get it.
Oh,
Let's
Chill
get
Bill, what's up
it.
with you too, kinfolk? I see you sliding in.
Double law, Michael Archery. Let's get it.
Oh, yes, sir. Oh, yes, sir. All right, let's see. Are we live? I don't even know. Is we live on? Somebody tell me if we live on Instagram. I don't even know if we are, but if we not, we hey, Henny, did you go through yours already?
Yeah, I just went through mine too, kinfolk.
All right, I'm a little behind schedule. Let me pull mine up real quick. Hey, I already know. I ain't even listened to me. I ain't even got to look at my spot, but I'm gonna give some shout outs to some people blindly who I know is watching. So, Miss Rose, I know you watching. Who else I know? I know my boy Matt is watching. I know Craig. Craig, I can't even see you, and I'm gonna tell you what's up. Joe Trantrina, crazy ass Joe. Listen to me. I'm crazy. I'm tripping if Joe ain't watching right now. Oh my mama, I bet you Joe watching right now. Oh my mama.
Joe a GOAT. Joe a GOAT.
For real,
Yeah,
I'm
he a
tripping. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is definitely coming back today if Joe is not watching. Let me see. Let me see who else we got up in here. Who else be miss? Oh, Auntie Charlene. I know you up in here somewhere. I
The
know
lunatic in the building.
Hold
lunatic
up.
in the building somewhere. Who else?
Hey,
April.
I gotta give a special shout out to Eric Sims for the $3 donation. I appreciate you, kinfolk.
The
We
$3
appreciate you, sir.
holla. What's
We
up, John? I
appreciate
got
you,
John
sir.
Rios in the building. What up, boy? I got April Burns in the building. I know April in the building. I know Craig up in here. I know Joseph in here. I know Treshawn Mitchell up in the building. What up, Jermaine? What's up, boy? Jeff. What up, Jeff Brandham? What's up with you, Tim? Hey, Tim. What's up, boy? Hey, Tim. Appreciate you, my boy. Hey, that
Hey,
boy.
Joe show up in here with us, man.
You already know Joe in here.
Platform,
What's up
Joseph.
with you, brother?
Bruce got the toxic juice in the building. What's happening with everybody, man? Let's get this thing jumping now. Let me
I see
see.
you, Craig. What's up
Michael
with you, brother?
H in the building.
Yeah, it's the thing, man. It's we got to listen, if you want to be one of those OG faithfuls, then this is what you got to do, man. You got to be OG and you got to be faithful. How you be an OG? You got to be an OG by staying around. You feel me? And you
Yes,
got to be
sir.
faithful by doing what? Watching the content. You know what I'm saying? So salute to all the folks. That's the OG triple OGs that be watching, man. And if you want an OG triple OG, you need to get locked in. Tim Miller, he's an OG triple OG. You feel me? That's what we got
Already.
to do in 2023. In 2023, your content creator should already know you. You want to know why? Because you be up in these streets. You feel me? And if we don't say hustle up to you, you need to bang that inbox. If you listen to me, if you watching content and you supporting every single day and they don't give you love, you got the right to jump in my inbox and get on my ass. And I sure will apologize to you because you are very important to all of us. You feel me? So you
Facts.
real quick on YouTube though, I want to let y'all know on YouTube. YouTube is kind of weird. There's not that they're weird, they're just old. Weird YouTube hasn't figured out that if you don't say hi to us, we can't see you. So on YouTube, I need all y'all people that's not weird. Y'all not weird, just being a little shy this morning. I need all y'all shy Cowboy fans on YouTube to say what's up because the comments and the eye views are not adding up. Okay. So we got a lot more people that's watching that's not saying hi. We want to say hi to you. So say something back to us so we can say it to you. You feel me?
Shout
All
out
right.
to Cowboys fan 95 with the $2 holler, man. He super chatted on your page too, Wes. So he'll go, man. We appreciate you, sir.
Yeah,
Appreciate
also,
you. Hey
I
man,
also
listen
gotta
to
give I also gotta give the lunatic a shout out for the $4 donation. I appreciate you, kinfolk.
We appreciate you, the lunatic.
Yes, sir. And hey, man, I'm gonna tell you, this is no excuse. It's just facts. If I don't see your super chat, aggressively get on my ass because I'm trying to produce it. And a lot of times I be watching the other guy's page and I forget my YouTube is up too. So I apologize for that. So Cowboys fans 95, appreciate you for the $2. But listen to me, new
What's
rule:
up, D Money?
no matter where you super chat is, with somebody either it be LandLord, whether it be HTM Sport, someone's gonna give you some love. So we all watching each other's page. You feel me? So hey, and then shout out to Justin in the kitchen. What's up, boy? Over here shooting that $5 stars over here on Facebook, the Book of Faces. And Donald Redu, what's up, boy? All my weed buddies is tapping in this morning. Y'all must need a delivery or something. What's up, boy?
Hold on, Wiz. Hold on, Wiz.
What's up?
It's a guy, the Quincy Coleman. He been saying you got him blocked and all that. He been saying this for about 10 shows. And he followed me now. And I don't know what y'all got going. He said, man, unblock me. So I don't know what y'all got. I just said, hey, we got to put an end to this. Like, whatever you got going on, you need to holler at that man. He say this every show. Tell Wiz to unblock me. I don't know what he did to you.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do, man. This is what I'm gonna do. It's a 2023, new me, new you. You feel me? Everybody gonna get day one. You know what I'm saying? I got you, DeQuincy. Even though you got to change your ways, though. You got to change your ways. Wearing
Yeah,
them
that
white,
man been
listen,
saying that every show. I ain't gonna
2023,
lie.
you still wearing them white socks, DeQuincy. You still wearing them white socks in 2023. You got to change your ways, dude. You got to change your ways. But I'm just playing with. Hey, DQ, I got you, my boy. I got you. It's all good. All
Jason
right, let's
Garrett
get it.
said, "Who y'all want to draft, boy? There's a list.
All right.
There's a list, boy.
Everybody and their mama, including the law.
Facts.
Everybody, man. He says, Willie Stove, appreciate you for the $2 super chat, man. Appreciate you. Let's get it, man. So, yo, man, let's go ahead and jump into this show already. Listen to me. Let's go ahead and talk about this combine. I know a lot of you guys are wondering, West Coast, why aren't you dropping videos on guys running 4.2s and shorts? And they're jumping high as hell, West Coast. They're jumping out the gym. They're jumping so high we would want them to go play basketball, West Coast. You got defensive tackles running 4.2s, West Coast. You got defensive no. You got offensive linemen running 4.8s, West Coast. Well, like talk to me. What's going on, West Coast? So I want to know, what's y'all thoughts on this combine, man? What's your thoughts on the combine, and what kind of like, because I know we were having an open conversation before this, and I want to know, what do you guys use the combine for? I know what the NFL uses it for, but what do you guys use the combine for? Are you using it to kind of create your thoughts on players, or are you using it to solidify what you think? What's your thoughts?
Nah,
You should.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll make this quick. I always try to jump in and stuff. So like, the combine is a place where a lot of guys with good tape lose money because they don't run a fast 40 time. There's going to be plenty of guys that have great game speed, they get separation, but they end up going to the combine. They don't run a 4.3, they don't run a 4.29, they run a 4.5, and then they draft stock fall. And it shouldn't be like that. If guys got good tape and good production, then the combine should just be this extra. If he runs a 4.3 with good tape as well, that God bless him. That should help him. But you shouldn't just use the combine to drop people down entire rounds and stuff like that. That's how I feel about
Facts. Like I kind of I put a small amount of stock in it, but most of mine is with the eye test and what the film say. The film don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Trust the film, trust the trace that you see on the film. That's how I operate when I evaluate players. And the combine is a decent like little reference. You want to see what the measurables are, what the speed is, but I don't let combine stuff trump what I seen on film. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But I do use it as a reference because sometimes a player could have straight line speed, or you might want to see how they operate in the shuttle run and stuff like that. It does translate to football, but I don't look at it as the end all be all. I do like to use it as a reference though. But
it.
most of my stock in my eyes.
Yeah, but think about all these guys that come in and run these 4.2s. Like John Ross was a first round receiver, right? He was the number 9 overall pick, back in 2017, right? His college tape said he had one good season. He had one season of going over 1,000 yards. Other year with 208 yards, 371 yards. He was injured and missed an entire year in 2015. So bad production all the way around from him. So I don't understand like how he got getting drafted in the first round. But hey, y'all go ahead. I had somebody knocking at my door.
Yeah, I heard you. Hey, real quick, I think another good example of that is Bobby Carpenter. Got Bobby Carpenter, a linebacker that went into this draft, and I mean, not went into this draft, but went into a draft and was not really held, man, and went in there and just blew the combine up and literally, got himself boosted up higher than what he should have been, and his career did not matriculate. Another guy I think that you could say also is Byron Jones. Like,
I was just about to say Byron Jones, another one.
Yeah, Byron Jones. Hey, what's up, Matt?
Now, see, I thought it was a bill collector or somebody trying to sell me something. It's my son that brought my grandbaby over, so I can't even be fussing.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay. That's what's up.
But yeah, like I was saying, Byron Jones went out there and blew the combine up, and you kind of thought that would translate over, to his skill set. You know what I'm saying? But it really didn't. You know what I'm saying? It really didn't.
Another interesting one though that worked on the positive end was AD. Aaron Donald was a combine guy. He wasn't just a huge guy coming out. I don't believe now, but I know his combine made him just shoot up. You know what I'm saying? He wrecked the combine, and he got on everybody's list after that. So it can work in the positive, but more times than not, the combine is like not a big determining factor on what the player does and if that stuff translates, in my opinion.
Well,
yeah, I
Aaron
also
Donald
think
had
that
30. I'm going to say Aaron Donald had 30 sacks in college. So
so that's
I'm finna say like he was going crazy.
But I'm talking about once they seen his numbers though, it made it be like, wow.
Yeah,
like, that's what shot him.
This is what I say. This is what I say about the combine. I think that a defensive tackles combine is more translatable to the actual game of football, though. So it's like, they do bench press, they do, shuttle runs from 3, and like those are things that are more. If you blow those things up, you're probably a good player. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Along with 30 sacks, but it's like there are things like, a linebacker running a 4.2. What does that do for me? Like,
somebody said Brady had the worst combine ever. Yeah, that's crazy.
Right. Tom Brady had the worst combine ever with the worst combine pitcher. Like, he should have at least had someone else. Tom Brady's literally
Tom Brady had a dad bod when he was about 13 years old.
He put his shirt on, bruh. Like, why they didn't let Tom put his shirt on, bruh?
Tom looked like he never worked out a day in his life and came out there and dominated the NFL.
That was coming out of Michigan, who had just, if I'm not mistaken, they had just lost in the Rose Bowl. I think, did they win the Rose Bowl that year? I think they lost. Did he win the Rose Bowl his last year in Michigan? I don't think he did. I think they lost.
Sure.
I was really big into college football back in the day. Like back in the day, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, long story short, you know what I'm saying? Like, so there shouldn't have been no reason for it. But what I'm saying is this: I think that there's like, for me, the 40 should be deleted for most positions. The only people that should be running 40s is like wide receivers, cornerbacks, safeties, and possibly running backs and quarterbacks. Everybody else, I don't really care. I don't really care. Like people getting all excited about DNs running 4.2s. Like I'm gonna be honest with you. When is a DN gonna run 40 yards?
Man,
Yeah.
when
When he's chasing when he's
yeah, when he
chasing a
raced to
running
chase
back that's
somebody
about
from
to go in the
behind,
end zone.
running back them broke through the hole already.
Exactly. And then guess what? Everybody's running 40 yards then.
Shout out to Choctaw Montana with the $5 super chat. He says next year defensive end class will be better. Just JT Taumalua, I probably butchered that, and Jack Sauer are the guys to look out for next year. Forget this year's. Okay.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. The linebacker.
Choctaw be ahead, bro. He's a draft guy.
I'm gonna tell you though. I'm gonna tell you when this is what I'm gonna ask Choctaw though, because I'm gonna tell you what it almost feels like they're trying to reinvent the linebacker position, because a lot of times when I hear people talking about linebackers that are good, you go look at their stats and they have defensive ends. They have defensive end stats. You know what I'm saying? Like a linebacker. When I hear a linebacker that has a lot of sacks, to me that doesn't sound like a linebacker.
It is.
It sounds like an edge rusher.
Sound like an edge.
I
So
think
it's
Ray
like
Lewis only had like 20 career sacks, so I'm not mistaken.
exactly in the NFL too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why I say like I don't really care about my middle linebacker having sacks at all.
Not a lot.
You know what I'm saying? I don't really care about that. What I care about my middle linebacker is, can he direct tractive? Because you got to think like this. We have on our team, we have Micah Parsons. You have Sam Williams. These are all guys that was listed as linebackers who are not playing linebacker for us. You know what I'm saying? They're playing more defensive end. So it's like for the Cowboys, and I bring this up because I know there's a kid from Arkansas that a lot of people are talking about, but it's like I don't really care about my middle linebacker having sacks, man. And Drew Saunders, praise God for him, but he's a guy that was playing defensive end in Alabama, then went to Arkansas and played 1 year of linebacker.
Outside linebacker at that.
Yeah, he couldn't even get on the field for Bama.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, when people talk about linebacker this and linebacker that, I want to see a true middle linebacker, like a Sean Lee-esque guy in college.
Bobby Wagner. Just sign Bobby Wagner, right?
Exactly. To be honest with you, bro, that's where I'm really at now. That's where I'm really at with it now. Like, you are not going to convince me that there is a college linebacker right now that is going to help your team better than Bobby Wagner.
It ain't now. It ain't now. I don't even know how you spell that, but it ain't now.
And DeQuincy, I'm very high on Overshawn, but you know, I would rather take the proven commodity right now. Hey, Mickey, I appreciate you for the $10 donation, by the way. I appreciate you.
Shout out to Mickey in the building. What's happening, man?
Mickey in the building.
Shout out to One-Handed Bandit with the 199. He says, who y'all think is better, quarterback Tune or Henderson? Hooker. I ain't did no in-depth evaluation on neither one of them yet. You think Hooker better?
By a mile.
Okay. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I kind of did look at Tune, though, because I've been doing Tank Dell. I've been looking at Tank Dell, One-Handed Bandit, and I wasn't really too fond of some of the throws I seen him make, because Tank Dell was always open. Like, he always open. He one of them. He always open, and Clayton Tune was throwing ground balls and air balls a lot of the time. So I ain't too fond of him. Huh?
The real question too is also this, you know, and all the quarterbacks that are going to get drafted in the situations they're going to get drafted is, you know, what do we, because I know a lot of times we like this. In one thing about draft is a lot of times you appreciate you, Justin and Dennis, for the stars. Appreciate you. And Mickey, appreciate you for the $10 super chat. You already
Mickey
part of Roots game.
Mickey's show support everywhere. She just sent me one too. Happy Friday,
yeah,
DC.
But I'm gonna tell you what Mickey don't be doing. I'm gonna tell you what Mickey don't be doing though. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna put her on blast. This is put her on blast day. I don't give a damn. Listen to me. Mickey is of the opposite sex, right? She means she's not a dude, right? Yeah. And guess what? I see 3 dudes on this show right here, right? I see every content creator I see dudes. That's all I see.
Hardly.
Bro, I'm just saying.
You telling Mickey to go and get a microphone.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, right? I try to do my best to rep for the lady Cowboys out here, but I'm a dude. I can only do so much.
Mickey, go and get that microphone now.
Real, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. And I'm gonna throw you a little jewel. Every female that I've seen get into Cowboy content, major media.
Go up.
Thank you, bro. I don't even want to talk about this because it is what it is. But LandLord, you said it. They go up, bro.
Oh, you're welcome, man.
you go up. Like, I'm just saying, this is a man's world in Cowboys content, but bruh, it is the pathway to get to ESPN is way easier for a female. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It is way easier, especially if you know what you're talking about. And I know you know what you're talking about.
Oh, Mickey listen to everybody, so
Oh,
I
I know.
bet money she know more than some of
I
these
know.
dudes.
Yeah,
I
she well
know.
versed, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, listen, we need two things we need in the nation. We need a female show speaking that bomb talk, and we need a Spanish show.
I
Women,
see a lot of people ask about this hat, man. It's like I see about 20 people
Yeah,
ask
where did
about
you
the
get the
hat.
hat, Kimbo?
So
Where did you
I'm gonna
get the
go
hat?
ahead and say if it went so many people saying it, I let it go. But I bought this hat like last year sometime, and it's a Cowboys Carhartt hat. So it's a
Really?
snapback hat. It's Carhartt. It's a collab with Carhartt and Cowboys. It's a snapback. But I
But
appreciate
also
all the
remember
compliments
remember
though.
this though.
You
Remember
done
that.
messed up. You done
Hey, I
messed
like
up.
the hat, but I'm gonna tell you this right there. That hat ain't gonna help you win a game. So I'm gonna tell you, it's
Yeah.
gonna do a great job. It's gonna do a great job of keeping your dreads down, but it ain't gonna help you win one game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Hey, listen
yeah.
to me. Also with them ugly ass draft. No, your hat is nice, but them ugly ass draft hats they about to drop too. Them draft hats ain't gonna do
I
nothing.
ain't seen them. What they look like?
Girl, they always ugly, bruh.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I like the one last year that had the Cowboys on there.
listen to me.
I like that one.
Landlord. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you how to do something. Go touch a draft hat, then go touch one of your regular hats, bro. It's not the same hat. Like them
It ain't
draft
got the
hats,
same material in it.
it's like
Hey,
paper almost, man.
hey, I don't mean to cut you off, but hey, I gotta give a shout out to Dwayne Brown for the $10 donation. I appreciate you, kinfolk.
Yes,
Appreciate you.
sir. He one of them goats too, man. We appreciate all the support.
Yes, sir. But that's just some edification, man. Hey, listen, it's time to pick up a mic. Henny, I'm gonna tell you this right now. What a year of difference make. Henny was literally in the same spot. Not even because I don't think you started at the beginning of this season, Henny. I think you started around like week 3. Basically, I got tired of Henny inboxing me every day, and I was like, bro, why don't you just do some content, man?
Yeah.
Like, just go live, bro. So guess what, Miggy? This is your push. Go live. We need to see it. We need to hear it. We want you on the show. Let's get it. All
I
right,
like
so
how everybody do their thing though, man. I
oh,
appreciate
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, listen to me. With me, it's never competition. The only competition I'm in is with ESPN and Fox Sports and all those guys. Why?
Yeah.
Because those are the guys that made me get into this industry. Why? Because I got tired of hearing the BS that they was talking about. So listen, we need more voices. Like, we need more voices. We need more people going live. You want to know why? Because I would rather the nation encourage to listen to you and y'all and us try to figure it out, because I know y'all are genuine and you're not just getting paid to say anything. Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp, they say anything, man. They say absolutely anything. Like, I'm gonna just spin this off to a whole nother conversation. Like this morning, Shannon Sharp, I ain't gonna lie, I pretty much lost all respect for you. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm still hanging on to that little last inkling because you are a black man. I'm a black man, so I got love for you. But I'm slowly losing every inch of respect for you. Like, you're sounding less common sense than Skip Bayless now. Like, for real. I think you have literally gone over to the other side. Because, bruh, how dare you have the audacity to say on your show that Mike McCarthy needs to apologize to Kellen Moore this morning? Like, I was randomly watching your show this morning, and this is what he said, bro. He said, with everything that that Kellen Moore has done with the offense, and look at the ranking, and now Mike McCarthy, a guy who hasn't won a Super Bowl in 10, 12 years, go look at his Super Bowl when he played that Super Bowl, they didn't run the damn ball stuff. And this is what I'm thinking, fellas. If I'm Mike McCarthy and I have a young Aaron Rodgers, as much as I want to run the ball, bro, you're going to throw the freaking ball with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's your best trait, man. That's your best trait. I want to know, man, what are y'all thoughts? What are your thoughts on, the new thoughts of Mike McCarthy calling plays? And then what are y'all thoughts on Mike McCarthy and what he said about Kellen Moore? He's basically said they wouldn't, that he wanted to run the damn ball more. What are y'all thoughts on that?
Go ahead, landlord. I went first last time.
Oh, I absolutely hope he ran the ball more. And I do want to. I wish we need to really like specify what that means, because a lot of people use that as a stab in the back for Dak Prescott and stuff like that. They don't understand that running the ball doesn't just mean like Dak can't throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? They try to make those two the same thing, but no, I know that running the ball is very important, man. Like, it helps us, especially when you know that one of your biggest strengths on your team is your defense. You have to play complementary football. You know what I'm saying? You want to rest your defense. You got to know when to tone it down. You don't supposed to just be going fast break offense the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna help you win games. And there's certain situations where you need to idle it down a couple of notches and let your defense rest. You should be able to read the situation of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what's something that we don't that we didn't have. That's an aspect of the football game that we didn't have with Kellen Moore, with an inexperienced type play caller. He didn't realize how important it was to have that complementary football aspect. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. And I completely agree with that, because it's not always about scoring points. We were, we have instances where we could have won games, and he chose to throw the ball over running the ball, making the other team use their timeouts and stuff. Think about the Jacksonville Jaguars game that we lost. Like, instead of throwing the ball 3 times when we were already up, if we had just ran the ball 3 times and made them use their final 2 timeouts, then they don't even have time to score to take it into overtime, right? So, like, not only is it just about running the ball, it's also about when you run the ball, about situational runs,
Yeah.
right? So, and think about it, man. Like, running the ball is not a bad thing when you have dynamic running backs. Like, we all love Tony Pollard. Some of y'all campaigning for Tony Pollard to be the lead back, right? So, like, why not? Why do you not want Tony Pollard to touch the ball, right? Why do you not want Ezekiel Elliott, who had 12 rushing touchdowns, to touch the ball, right? So, like, running the ball incorporates some of your better playmakers, and it also sets up play action, where Dak Prescott has consistently been a top 3 ranked quarterback in the use of play action.
Let me add this one thing. Like, it was a good segue. You just said he was a top quarterback off of play action. Bro, running the ball makes life on a quarterback way easier. You know what I'm saying? Way easier. Look at what happened with Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you give Dak Prescott some short first downs, that's exactly. I thought we had came to the realization that, man, if we run the ball and play our scheme exactly how we did against Minnesota, man, we would be unstoppable, y'all. But that's the problem with your OC when it becomes inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? How did we look so great against Minnesota and then come back and lose to the Green Bay Packers, I believe? So that's right there alone should let you know that it was a concern with the inconsistencies of your play caller.
Yes.
You can't look like a night and day team. You know what I'm saying? Like, night and day.
And think about this, especially when you played on Sunday and then you played the very next Sunday.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that you look like night and day.
Different. You shouldn't look that different in 1 week. And I'm gonna be honest with you, in a playoff game, you should definitely, because you shouldn't be changing anything in a playoff game. You shouldn't be changing nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Cowboys fan. 95 with the $2 super chat. He said, didn't hear Kellen Moore name all year. Now he's God. Now, shout out to Dwayne Brown with the $5 super chat. He says the same people stabbing Dak in the back will be the same ones pulling the knife out his back when he ball out this year. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all, man. But like you were saying, man, you can't look like a totally different OC from game to game.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I didn't know
okay.
do this. Hold on. Hey, I just figured something out. My bad, y'all.
Oh, that's dope, though.
That is dope. Just figured it out. Let's go.
I'm jelly.
Thank you, man.
But somebody said
that's dope.
Somebody said, yeah, but look though, I feel like if you give Dak those like easy conversions, think about it. Yeah, this is what I was about to say. This is my point right here. Okay, look at your team, right? And then look at the Eagles. Now, I'm not saying like the Eagles are this great team. What I am saying is they had an identity. And you want to know why I know that? The Eagles look like the same team almost every week. And I ain't talking about was they doing good or bad. I'm talking about how they ran the game, how they played the game. We all got tired of seeing that little 2-yard, that little rugby type style quarterback sneak. They did that every week because they know who they are. You see what I'm saying?
And guess what? Teams are trying to get that banned.
They trying to get that eliminated.
It's over with now.
But no, what all I'm just saying is,
pause real quick, because I'm a pretty smart guy. But why do teams have a problem with that?
I don't know, honestly.
It's
I
technically
honestly don't know.
it's technically is illegal because you're
All
not
right, all right,
supposed to be.
so let's run it back. The question I'm asking is, why do teams have a problem with the Jalen Hurts quarterback
Quarterback
sneak?
sneak.
Because Tom Brady did it forever, bruh, and nobody had a problem with it. Now Jalen Hurts, y'all know how I feel about the quarterback, especially the African American one. I want to know, why is this now a problem that Jalen Hurts is doing it? I don't see how is it illegal? And go ahead, Henny. I just wanted to clarify the question so we all know.
Hold on, let me just finish that point real quick.
Go
All
ahead.
I was just saying is you seen how familiar the Eagles played that game from week to week compared to us. We look like a totally different team on some weeks. You know what I'm saying? The Eagles looked very similar from week to week. That's all I was saying.
Go ahead, Henny. So my question was, why are NFL teams trying to get that sneak run? I don't see what's the problem is, but go ahead.
It's some kind of like rugby style. Like they are like they get
but I don't
way
see-
too
I
low or
just
something.
say,
I don't know
though,
what it is. I really
don't
don't know.
If you hike the ball to the quarterback and the quarterback decides to run, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Henny.
Nah, but and this is the thing. Like I said, it was illegal. They changed it so where you can push a runner to advance them forward. You just can't pull them. They changed that.
So what is in your eyes? What is it? So I'm actually. So do you think that the play should be legal, or what do you think?
They cheated on they got away with a lot of that too during the year, pulling the players forward and stuff like.
So my question is, what's illegal? Him. So it's okay for him to do it. It's just not illegal for the guy behind him to push him.
Yeah,
probably. So it's something like that.
They're not banning the quarterback sneak. They're banning lining three guys behind your quarterback and pushing them.
Oh, I get that means because he's not even controlling his own momentum.
Nah, and then the dude already stupid strong with the K. He's strong with the K. So yeah, I don't like it because I seen them. They scored a couple touchdowns like pulling the running back in the end zone. I seen this like.
So basically,
the whole year.
It's almost like a backwards block, almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, because once those two guys collide on the quarterback, they're just gonna push everything into the end zone. That's basically what they're doing.
Yeah. I mean, but look, I ain't mad at them because you want to know why? You know how many things that we had that was successful, that was looking like it was unstoppable, that we didn't continue to do. This is the type of practical things that makes me angry, y'all. Like, where was these things? We was doing them successfully, then you never seen them again. Like, where was this 3 tight end package type stuff when we needed to score? Where was this stuff? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, shout out to one-handed bandit. Listen to me. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have a problem with him running it by himself. I don't have a problem with him running by himself. I do kind of have a problem though with players pushing players behind. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. You don't actually have to outlaw it. The referee got to do his damn job, bro. Like, you're sitting there. Once you see the guys behind him engage the quarterback, throw the flag.
Lifting them up and stuff.
Yeah,
like I seen them literally dragging people in the end zone though.
You
like
get what I mean,
no lie, like several plays.
Because LandLord, think about this. I mean, Henny and Land, think about this. If I hand the ball off to Henny take off running, boom, he get to the left. If LandLord picks him off the ground and you're trying to move, the play is dead, bro.
Hey, time out. You know what I'm saying? Get that out of here.
Man,
that's just like when it get out of hand with boxing. You got to call. Hey, hold on. Y'all tripping.
You
Shout out to my guys in sports.
Think about this. You guys remember? And think about this though. Dez Bryant by his damn self versus the Arizona Cardinals took half the defense into the end zone by himself. He caught the ball at the 5, put his head down, and kept pushing. Shout out to the ref for not calling the flag.
That is an old part of the game, though. You used to see that.
He didn't have nobody. He did that on his own. I get what they mean by like the running back, like Miles Sanders. You saying hike, and then Miles Sanders running straight at you and literally pushing you into the end zone.
Yeah,
I get that. That should be a flag. But if he's just
all they have to do is just be in the middle of it and just keep their feet moving. And now they whole offensive line is just pushing them forward. Like that's craziness.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eli said Tony Pollard on the wheel route and once and never saw it again. Yeah, like to your original point of
all I'm saying is, bro,
never going back to it.
That's all we saying. Like These are the things that caused us to go against the number one offense that everybody loves to say. I don't want to keep bragging on being the number one offense when it don't show up in the most critical times. I want to be the most effective offense. That's what I want to be. I
Yeah.
want to be the offense that shows up in critical situations. That's what I want to be.
Right. And I remember I did a breakdown at one point about the numbers being skewed. If you just look at Kellen Moore's offensive production against winning teams, like it's almost like a 10-point difference. Like he's averaging like there's like a 10 points difference in between their scoring. Like he can drop 50 on Washington, he can drop 40, on the Eagles, or teams like that didn't have consistently good defenses. But like when you play like Andy Reid and Kansas City in their house, and your defense only gives up 19 points, there's no way in hell you should score 9, right? Like there's no way that 2 times against San Francisco 49ers you're held under 20 points. So like, is that really a top offense, or is this an offense that's been thriving off of beating up on subpar defenses?
Shout
Yeah.
out to Stargazer Sports. She said, landlord, when you listen to Kellen Moore's presser, he kept saying there's many ways to do this thing. You have to change from week to week. Why would you keep doing that? Think about it. The things that work, you should do that more often. Okay,
Right.
the things that don't work, those are the things you change. Goofy. Like, don't you see the difference? Like, this is not hard, bro. This is not rocket science. Kellen Moore want to reinvent the wheel. We already got tires, sir. We don't need the wheel to be reinvented.
Hey, I'm gonna give you guys an example of this whole points thing, right? Get this whole points thing, so we can just kill this right off the muscle. I don't want to hear no more about Kellen Moore and all these points, right? You know who the top scoring team in the NBA is right now? The Sacramento Kings. They average 120 points a game. They are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're the 9th best team in basketball right now, even though they are the number 1 scoring team.
We don't look at them as a threat for the championship at all.
At all. So what I'm saying is you guys got to remember, when they look at points, it's not the amount of points, it is the total amount of points. So what they're doing is they're just taking all the points you score and divide them amongst the game. But it doesn't mean that you are the best scoring team in football. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. Think about this. Patrick Mahomes was on the highest scoring college offense in college for 2 years and never won more than 7 games.
Time out, Wes. You know what it means? It means that you are doing all. To me, that's just a prime indication that your play calling sucks. That's what it means to me, because we was one of the top red zone teams, right? We scored when we got there, and we was one of the top in yards and all of this. Why aren't you doing this in situational football? That's revealing. That should be an aha moment. If you're doing good out of all of this, why aren't you doing good in these certain situations? That means your play calling is terrible. That's what that means.
Real quick, shout out to my boy Juan, the lunatic, for the $4 snap, $4 love. Appreciate you, my boy. And then I shout out to my boy Ifrin with the $10 love. Appreciate you guys, man. Greatly appreciate it, man.
Real talk.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all that says is like your play calling sucks. That's all it means.
And then, landlord, listen to me. I'm about to give you 3 situations where the Cowboys could not score. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. You get the ball in overtime. All you have to do is go down the field. Right? Yes. See, real Cowboy fans, I ain't even got to say the year because they know exactly what I'm talking about. Because how your Thanksgiving this year was pretty damn good, right? All right. So when was the last time your Thanksgiving food didn't taste good? Last year.
Yeah.
Just think about it. When was the last time? Listen, Thanksgiving, I can remember exactly what I did this Thanksgiving. Last year, I remember eating and going to sleep, bro. Because, bro,
you wanted to get that out of your head.
Bro, when the Cowboys lose on Thanksgiving, I'm done, bro.
Then look, it's even worse for me because that's right up by my birthday. So I got a double L. You know what I'm saying?
But think about this: you get the ball in overtime at home. You couldn't get a first down, let alone a third down. Not even a field goal. You couldn't get a first down. Last 2 playoff games. Think about this: the last 2 playoff games ended with your offense with their hands on the ball, down by less than a touchdown.
And no, wait.
score, bro.
Wait, Wes. Wait. This finna make it even worse. Not only that you couldn't score, though. That's not even the biggest part of it. The last possession, Wes, you couldn't even get a first down. You can't even get a first down, bro. Like, how many OCs in football finna go down like that? Kellen went outside, y'all. Ain't no way you can tell me that's your number one. That's the guy who you scared to get rid of. You can't even get a first down on the biggest drive of your life, of your existence.
And let me tell you
How?
this. Let me tell you something funny, right? You know it's bad. Like we all got gals, we all got wives, girlfriends, some that want somebody we rock with, right?
Yeah.
You know it's bad, right? When you talking to somebody, right, and they like, yeah, man, Kellen Moore, yeah, he's not good. He's not good. In that last play of the game, I'm thinking, wait, time out. How you know the last play of the game was not good? How do you know that? My mama, why did they have Zeke playing the hiker? The center, mom? Yeah, the center. Why was he the hiker?
Dang.
I don't know.
It makes no sense to nobody.
This one code, Joe Tranchina said Kellen Moore couldn't even score with his wife.
Good grief.
Yeah, I leave that man. When you leave that man, I might see Kellen Moore out here in Cali, man. You leave that man alone.
Jeez Louise.
And it's smoked in too. You see.
All right.
You say, let's go. Let's jump. But yeah, man, like, you know, those are the kind of, that's what, when people say, you know, top scoring offense, like, man, and all this other stuff, man, like, listen to me, a top scoring offense should never lose a game when they can only score 17 points. Then that's just what I'm saying. Think about this. Go look at the games that the Cowboys have scored, the games that we have lost. In most of the games that we have lost as Kellen Moore is our offensive coordinator, it is because we can score, bro. Not even that we couldn't score enough, or the score was 45-47. Damn, we couldn't score 48 points. Or the score was like 37-35. Damn, we couldn't score 40 points. Bro, we lost to the Kansas City Chiefs 19-9.
To be fair, I think CD left that halftime with a concussion or something, and Amari didn't play that game, the Chiefs game.
Man, it don't matter.
You still got to score more than that, though.
But yeah, you scored 3 field goals.
Yeah, you got to score more than that.
And listen, like Cedric Wilson was there, Michael Gallup was there, Ezekiel Elliott was there, Tony Pollard was healthy, Dalton Schultz was healthy. Like, you still have.
Hold on here. Wait a minute. Why is you naming Tony Pollard last year? You know he didn't get the ball, sir. No, what you saying? What is you saying here? Come on now.
2 years ago.
Come on now. Oh, you know he didn't get the ball then. Come on.
But the point is, like, you had weapons. That's the condemnation. That's the condemnation on Kellen Moore.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard. Listen, why did it take 4 years for Tony Pollard to have a breakout season?
I just said this on my show, bro. I said, bro, that's criminal. He should be charged. Cause think about it. We got faith that Tony is a good back, but we really don't have the rap sheet to say that he's just this spectacular back when he only did it 1 year. And I believe he can, but I'm just saying that's criminal, bro. We done drafted this man 3-4 years ago, and all we know is 1 year. That's criminal, bro.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, you know, that aspect, that is a organizational thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the total unusage of a player. Like, I put that on the entire staff. Like, if you have a guy that's just not getting used as much, that might be on the offensive coordinator. But like a guy like Jalen Tolbert not getting used, a guy like Tony Pollard early in his career where he's just flat out not getting used, that is a higher up conversation.
You can even say
they're not. Yeah, they're not, and like, or like Turpin, like that's a higher up conversation. They have already made that decision before they came to the game that we're not going in that direction.
Hold up, did y'all hear Will McClay interview today? He kind of revealed it. It was at the draft, man. He said something along the lines of, to me, it sounded like some old subliminal, subtle shots at Kellen to me, though. I ain't gonna lie.
They all taking shots at Kellen.
Look, he said, hold up. He said, he was saying basically, like, I know a lot of people got a scheme, but he was like, what about trying to, like, it's different when you have to fit players into a scheme. You know what I'm saying? Like, he said something along them lines like, hey, screw a scheme, get to players and get the most out of them. Like, I ain't gonna quote him verbatim, but I know he said something along those lines, and it sounded like a shot at Kellen. I probably put it on my show tomorrow, but yeah.
Yeah, and let me tell you the crazy
sound
thing.
like he said some shots.
You know, the crazy thing about it is, man, the Cowboys organization, they sound like a dude that's been with a crazy girl for a long time trying to pretend like you ain't love that girl for all them years. Y'all better knock that crap up. Just let Kellen go out the door and talk crap about Kellen after you improve on what he did. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, Cowboys, we was all preaching this stuff, and a lot of this stuff that Kellen Moore was doing was very, very obvious, and you guys were looking very, very over it. So I don't even want to hear it now. You know what I'm saying? Because like the Cowboys, what they like to do is they like to put the wrong person in charge and then blame the wrong person for making the wrong decisions, even though you're the guy who empowered him to make those decisions. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cowboys, guess what? You know, for every draft player that doesn't work, you have to take a responsibility in knowing that, guess what? We looked at his film and thought he would work. So you got to take some ownership in that. So Cowboys, your ass need to take some ownership in Kellen Moore, and you also need to take some ownership in Mike Nolan, because guess what? Mike Nolan, you had him for a year and his ass sucked, and guess what? You got rid of him. Why you didn't do that with Kellen Moore?
Kellen Moore was drafted during his tenure, though. Did he draft us somebody screwed up? Because you know, Mike Nolan was our defensive coordinator. Like, who did he draft? Like,
Mike Nolan didn't really draft anybody because he came in late, but he did.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm gonna tell you what Mike Nolan did. Mike Nolan brought in a bunch of horrible ass free agents that we all released by week 5.
Yeah, because I remember DeMarcus Lawrence was coming out the hill by him.
And then also remember Griffin. No. I'm gonna tell you the code. Remember maybe this could have not been his fault, but he tried to switch us from a 4-3 defense to a 3-4 defense over Zoom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was 2022 though. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a crazy year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was.
But what I say is this: the Cowboys quickly acknowledged this is not going to work and let him go. Man, y'all let Kellen Moore go interview for a job before you even fired him, bro. So don't y'all now they try to act all gangster like, oh, we was always going to let him. Yeah, okay, Cowboys. Well, okay,
man, Big Mike had to fight for his love. You know what I'm saying? He had to fight for having his own team. That's what he had to do, and it's sad. He shouldn't even really had to go through that. But like I said, I blame him for signing up for it because he knew what he was signing up for when he did that contract, though. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I say about Jason Garrett. Like, y'all know how I feel about Jason Garrett. I feel that he was, put in a weird situation, but at the same time, he was a grown ass man, dog. You did not have to sign that contract.
They looking at them M's, Wes. That's how they looking at them M's.
You did not have to sign that. You know what I'm saying? So, one thing I will say, one thing I didn't like about Jason Garrett too is Jason Garrett was very, very quick to fall on the sword. I don't see Mike McCarthy like that.
Mike got a reputation. Jason Garrett.
Go ahead.
Got a reputation to uphold. He ain't finna let them drag his name. I don't blame him. But shout out to JB too. He was trying to name the people that Mike Nolan brought in, and this a legendary Cowboy. So don't make no mistake, Gerald McCoy. No, he didn't do nothing.
Bro, that boy Gerald McCoy
that boy got hurt in preseason.
He didn't get
this man didn't do nothing. He got hurt the first day, didn't it? He didn't get the preseason. He got hurt in practice, bro. He didn't do anything.
Yeah, he got hurt in a warm-up drill.
That's crazy, bro.
Dante
Poe,
Worley, the cornerback.
Y'all trying to have me with a headache going to work. I don't want to talk about that no more. That was the worst defense ever assembled, bro.
Look, thank God he wasn't anywhere near our draft because we had a great draft in 2020.
Yeah. With Steph, well, that was the
we got Lamb and Diggs.
You got to remember, in 2020, I'm pretty sure Mike Nolan or Mike McCarthy wasn't drafting nothing. We didn't even know you, bro. I don't know you.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't know you.
That was Will McClay show, huh?
Facts.
They say y'all sit down right now.
Yeah, I know you, man.
Y'all come on in and sit down. That's all they told them to do.
Yeah, like I don't even think you know what I mean, and it makes sense too because like I was doing back in the day we used to always say that like, man, if you're gonna switch from a 4-3 to a 3-4, from a 4-3 to a 3-4, you got to do a whole personnel change. And guys like DeMarcus Lawrence got to get up out of here because he's not going to be dropping back in coverage. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And you saw that.
He was the main one coming out the hill.
Yeah, like you got DeMarcus Lawrence dropping back in coverage. Like think about right now in a 3-4 right now, Micah Parsons would still probably have a lot of sacks because that's what he basically does. He's off the edge. But your defense will be crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a bunch of 4-3 parts trying to play a 3-4. So 2020 that year was doomed to fail. It was doomed to fail.
Yeah.
Craig got a question. He says, "What are your thoughts on about moving Pollard to slot full time and signing Kareem Hunt?"
I don't want to limit Pollard. I think he's a dual threat. He can do both. I wouldn't want to limit him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I would. This is my thing. I'm 100% agree with you with that too, because I don't want to put Tony Pollard 100%. Because listen, he sold me on the fact that he can run the ball. You know what I'm
He
saying?
can run that bit though.
But I also believe that he is a better weapon in space. Now, I don't want to just like the thing about Tony Pollard is just put him as an athletic and use him wherever you can use him at that time.
Just let him roam.
Yeah,
Let him
like
do whatever you need. That's what you need to do.
yeah, and I think to be honest with you, I think I know y'all are probably ain't gonna salute. A lot of folks ain't gonna really get me on this, but before I go get Kareem Hunt, I'm probably gonna give Malik Davis some carries first. You know what I'm
I
saying?
like Malik Davis, bro. I really like him. I
I do
think because
too.
I went back on that Bears film, bro. That everybody, if y'all can watch any game, go back and watch that Bears game. That's an interesting game, y'all. No lie. Because I believe Dak had been there like what? That was his second game back. It was just an interesting game. Zeke went there. It was a Zekeless game. Zeke had sat out that game. And Kellen was doing a lot of interesting things. I think that might have been the first week we seen the 3 tight end formation. Malik Davis was getting carried. That was a very interesting game to go back and watch. Like it's very telling. I say that, and that was a part of the game we watched. Looking at Dak interceptions too. So if you look at Malik Davis was doing everything you wanted to see out of every carry he got. Like I don't see why people would be against you saying that. Where it's like Malik Davis looked like he was stepping up at every opportunity that he got. So I like Davis.
They'll push back because they don't.
And he's a second-year pro now.
I like Davis.
And he's a second-year pro now.
That'll be the only reason they will push back because they don't know Malik Davis and they know the name of Kareem Hunt and it sounds spectacular. Kareem Hunt, man, he whoopty woo.
Go watch that Bears game. That was the most carries you seen Malik Davis get, and it was seldom that he didn't get the most out of the play. I'll say that.
Yeah, and that's and just an indictment on Kellen Moore on how you know for a fact that he was not running the ball. Listen to me. I know y'all don't want to hear this, and who cares? But the Cowboys was losing that game versus the 49ers. We were losing that game. Like, I'm just being real with you. You go look at the film. If you look at the film, you can tell what Kellen Moore's game plan versus that game was going to be, and that was to throw the football, and it was not going to work.
They were sitting on every curl route he did.
Everything, bro. They were sitting. I'm going to be honest with you. If you on a Kellen Moore offense, the number one thing that's going to benefit you trying to beat them is film, because he does so many of the same things that if you actually watch film on a Kellen Moore offense, you're going to get your hands on something.
You know what's peculiar about it, though, is what's the strangest thing about this situation is we criticize Kellen for not having a scheme, but he's so redundant, though. He do the same things. Like that's a part of the scheme, right?
Yeah,
but I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what's wrong with this dude, man? Like he do a lot of the same things, but he has no scheme. That's craziness, bro. I don't get it.
Like Kellen Moore is like a dude where he looks in his bank account and he be like, I got $100, right? And then you let somebody borrow $20, and now you be thinking like, okay, I got to update because I only got $80. Kellen Moore still walks in the store thinking he has $100. Like he doesn't like update things like, okay, Dak Prescott looks a little bit off today. Let me update how much money I have. Because why? Because I ain't gonna be able to throw the ball 30 times. Like, listen to me, man. I coach 6U football. I got 2 quarterbacks, bro. I can tell within the first couple drives, bro. Yeah, we ain't gonna be able to throw the ball game today.
He ain't on today. Yeah.
My son Kyron, go to the backfield. My son already know what that means.
Look, though, this is another thing that makes you frustrated. He showing up. He recognizes it when it's the other way around. When the run game ain't working, he goes straight to the pass. He don't get that no time. He don't get that no time.
Think about this. When has he ever just stuck with the run and we be like, damn, the run's not working? Think about this. Week 1, Zeke had 10 carries for 52 yards. People be like, oh my God, what was Zeke doing? Bro, he was getting 5.2 yards a carry. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, we should have ran more that time.
You know what I mean? Like that's why I always like to ask the question, when was a game where the run game didn't work? People be like, oh, the 49er game, it didn't work. Well, yeah, running Zeke in the A gap 7 times in a row, yeah, that doesn't work.
He wasn't creative, but one of the games I say was against Washington, though. The run game was kind of stuffed against Washington, bro. Them some gangsters over there.
But you got to think about this. Washington is probably the only game where I will give any type of leniency is because they are paying to stop the run. When we drafted Zeke, listen to me. 2016, we drafted Zeke. The Washington Redskins, Commanders, whoever the hell they were at that time, they had 0 first-round picks on their defense. Since we've drafted Zeke, they have 4 first-round picks on their defense. And they just franchise tag run this 2 weeks ago.
Shout out to the lunatic with the $10 cash app. I appreciate you, sir.
Zeke is the single reason why the Washington Commanders have the defensive line that they have right now. Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah.
Because they did not have they invested 4 first-round picks on their defensive line the consecutive years after we drafted Zeke in 2016.
All facts. You got to build your team to win your division first.
Yes.
That's why I'm so big on getting a cornerback too right now. Because Philly got 2 receivers over there that's going crazy. We need another corner. We need a defensive lineman because they running the ball crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta combat your division if you want to be successful. You gotta build your team in that way.
Yeah, and think about this. Look at you just made a great point too. Because think about this, HTM and Henny. Look about this. When did freaking Philadelphia go get that extra receiver? After Diggs had 11 interceptions?
After Diggs was Jalen Hurts' #1 receiver. Like what I was saying.
Diggs got 3 interceptions on Hurts in 1 year. Like, bruh, you know what Philadelphia said? Well, if he's going to be taking everything, we need to go get another guy.
And he got a touchdown off of him, too. A pick six.
I was at that game. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's a great point of what you said. You got to, every team is designing their team to win their division first, because the division is the only guaranteed way for you to get in the playoffs.
That's the first goal. Win your division. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about this for a little bit because we got this narrative. What are y'all thoughts on Ezekiel Elliott, man? Y'all still think Zeke got something in the tank? I hear people that listen to me. We're gonna kill this notion. Zeke is not washed with 12 touchdowns. There is not a player in the NFL that you can look at and say he is a washed player with 12 touchdowns. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. If you want to say the excuse, oh yeah, they were on the 2-yard line though. They were on the 2-yard line. Okay, if that's the case, why didn't Tony Pollard get them 2 touchdowns against the Giants when he was on the goal line? We gave it to him on the first and the second, and then Zeke came in on 3rd down and walked in the end zone. You are not about to sit up here and say, oh, then why? My question is this: why don't everybody got 10 touchdowns then? Why doesn't every running back have 10 touchdowns? And Zeke only had 3 touchdowns inside the 2-yard line. And that's what's also a fact that we also researched too. So I want to know, what are y'all thoughts, man, on Ezekiel Elliott?
Well, me and Hen did a show on it. You know what I'm saying? We did a show on how many we basically put it on trial. And like, to be honest, the conclusion was, to be fair, we watched a lot of snaps, but we only watched like about 3-4 games, I believe.
And we watched his worst games, right? We didn't watch.
Yeah, we watched his worst games because we want to see why he wasn't productive.
We didn't watch the game where Ezekiel was productive. We watched Ezekiel's worst games, and in Ezekiel's worst games is when we had some more worse offensive line play.
Yeah, and I'm asking you guys a question too in the comment box. Which is more important, yards or touchdowns?
True.
Because let me tell you this right now. If you play fantasy football, you should have loved Zeke, because him and Jamal Williams are the only players this year that had 5 to 9 games consecutively with a touchdown. Name me someone that went 9 straight games with a touchdown. And my question is this: think about this. Most of the games that we won last year, we weren't blowing teams out last year. So think about
the one-handed bandit. He says Zeke ain't with the $2 super chat. He says Zeke ain't wise. He just needs a pay cut.
I mean, think about it. Listen to me. My question is why.
He don't need no pay cut. He need to take the cap down. That's all I want.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you. There's nobody on the Cowboys on offense that I believe should have a $16, $18 million cap hit. Nobody. Guess what? Dak doesn't need the cap hit he needs. But think about this. Even if Zeke was the #1 running back in football, I would still be saying, if you can get the cap hit down, get it down. Why not? Because think about this. This is what you guys got to understand too. If I give Zeke, if LandLord is Zeke and I give him $16 million, when I reduce his cap, this is the only thing I'm going to tell. I'm going to say, LandLord, this is what I'm going to do, bro. Can I give you $11 million right now? and then I'm gonna give you $5 million over this year. You know what landlord's gonna say?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Give me
Right.
my
My God.
but hold up, time out. You know landlord gonna say 11 million. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna be like, give me my 11 million
yeah.
then.
Hey, you want to know why? As soon as
11.
I say 11 million, a whole laundry list of stuff landlord about to buy and the stuff that his lady want about to just pop up in his head. Vroom. Yeah, I want
Yes,
that
sir.
poop.
Yeah.
She want the indoor pool. I want the outdoor pool. I
Yeah,
want
give me that 11. Give me that
give me
11.
that lump. And think about this, landlord. You don't have to wait for the money. You get it today.
And that's the beauty of it, though, Wes. When you
Players
start
love
right there,
restructuring. They
when you
love
start right
restructuring.
there, look, when you're a football player, your future is uncertain. You know what
Facts.
I'm saying? You don't know what can happen. It's play by play. The next play, it could be career ending. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? That's why that payout in that amount is so attractive. It's like, man, I can get 11 million right now.
Right now? And think about this. It is
Sign me up.
It's today.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you guys something else. I'm gonna tell you why agents love restructuring. Because, fellas, you guys know that the only time your agent gets paid is when you get paid.
Yeah, they get that percentage, baby.
So think about this. If I'm I'm Henny's agent. If we signed a contract 3 years ago, I ain't got paid off Henny to win 3 years ago.
Yes, sir.
He may have a different agent for all his jersey sales and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But this
Hey,
football
man.
stuff, I only get paid when I get new contracts. So these guys, man, they love to get restructured. Why? Because you get the money today. Nobody wants to wait that long for that money. Hey, shout out to no, Kelly says I put $100 bet that Zeke will run better record this year. I agree with it. I won't take that bet because I agree with you.
Okay, it's getting close to that time. Unfortunately, I got to get ready to go to this day job, man. But I appreciate it rocking with y'all, man. Make sure everybody hit them likes on every channel that you're on, man. If you're a real GOAT, a real MVP, go over and show everybody some love, man. That's what I'm saying, though. You understand?
Yes, sir. Hey, we only got how long we been on here for? An hour? And no,
We've been an hour. We got an hour in there.
I got about like 15 minutes on me. You gonna
We
be
got
out,
about
landlord?
15 minutes. Yeah, I gotta get on up out of here, man. I gotta be to work at 2:00.
All right, man. Go ahead, handle your business. Already 11:21. So yeah, you
Yeah.
go ahead, handle your business. Hey, man, landlord, I
Alright.
appreciate you, man. We're gonna stay on here for about 10 more minutes, and then I'm getting up out of here too.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all holler at me over here at Landlord from Alabama. Let's get it.
Already.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So yeah. So go ahead, Henny. What's your thoughts on that? What was you talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about the restructure. Yeah, man. Like, I don't care how much money a guy actually makes in a year, right? Because people always be talking about, the first year of Dak Prescott, he made $80 million, and that didn't really actually matter because his cap hit was only 17 million, right? So what a person actually makes, what they pocket is not my concern. My concern is what's on the books, right? So like Dak Prescott is a $40 million, that's a $40 million a year quarterback that never made $40 million against the cap. So I'm good with that. So, when people discuss Ezekiel Elliott's money, like, yeah, a $16 million cap hit for a skill position player is high, but you can restructure Ezekiel Elliott and get about $8 million back. Right. So that's not really that big of an issue. Right. And he'll still make the full 16 over the course of the contract. So it's not really that big of an issue.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell you, some of you guys, when it comes to like running back, man, some of y'all just look at what you see, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You look at what you see. You like your mind doesn't actually look at the fact all you see is Zeke running. You don't see that Zeke keeps running in the same A gap. Like my question, I'm gonna ask my guy over here that's saying if Zeke comes back, we have no run game. I ask you a question. When was the last time you seen Zeke get a toss? I want anybody to put it in the comment box. When was the last time you seen Zeke get a toss? When was the last time you seen Zeke get a stretch to the outside? Kellen Moore ran Ezekiel Elliott in the exact same spots, and he ran Tony Pollard in the exact same spot. Tony Pollard always ran on the six gap. He always ran off the tight ends, and he always ran off the tackles. He never ran on the inside. Like that was just Kellen Moore. So it's like for folks that be like, oh yeah, this or that or this, man. Like, listen to me. Your running game looks real good when it's actually being used correctly. I can't really take anything back from this running game with Kellen Moore running because he said it himself in a press conference. It took everything in me not to want to throw the ball. That's what your offensive coordinator said after we won a game running the ball. So to be honest with you, I don't put nothing past nope. To be honest with you, Zeke should have listened to me. If Zeke plays all 17 games, he has 1,000 yards. He was only 120 yards off. And then y'all be talking like, listen to me. I hate having to do this, but I don't want y'all to think that I got to tear Tony down so that I can lift Zeke up. I think Tony Pollard's a phenomenal player. I just don't like the way you guys view him. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the last month of football for Tony Pollard or Zeke did not look good. Didn't look good. Tony Pollard had 214 yards in 6 games, bro. 216 yards in 6 games and hadn't had a touchdown in almost 6 weeks. Tony Pollard's last touchdown was a receiving touchdown. Like, it's good. Listen to me. Kellen Moore was screwing him too. And I'm going to tell you this right now. If Tony Pollard doesn't hit the miraculous 1,000-yard rushing, which is such the standard to you guys for all of a sudden, even though Zeke's been hit it and never got any credit for it, if he doesn't hit that, then what are your thoughts on that? He only got it by 4 yards. Like, he barely hit it in 1,000, in a 7. And I'm going to tell y'all this right now. In a 17-game season, 1,000 yards is nothing. That's nothing, bro. Both of your running backs deserve a second year. Keep it real. Both of them do. Because both of them got screwed. Tony Pollard had 5 carries when he got hurt. And he got hurt on his 5th carry. We were not about to run the ball. At all, bro. Tony Pollard had 5 carries, bro.
Yeah,
we were not about to run the ball. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to leave myself too, because I got to go pick this money up, pay this bill.
Stand your business. Go ahead. Say your last. He says, I really like Zeke a lot. Good back in them draft. Y'all know how the Cowboys look at money first. Last comments. Go ahead.
Nah, man. Like, the Cowboys need to do the right thing, man. Like, they already shown they can be effective with Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. You know, if you don't have the opportunity to bring in somebody that's already established, don't mess with what's not broken, right? So retain both of them, run it back, improve your offensive line, and then you'll be fighting the run game. But hey, man, I appreciate everybody for everything. It's your boy Henny the Moore over here at HTM Sports. I'll be back live later on today. I appreciate my brother West Coast for rocking with me so hard, man. And y'all take it easy now.
Appreciate you, my boy. So, yo, man, I'm about to get up out of here too, man. We've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes, man. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in. And hey, I will be live later on today. Make sure you guys continue to hit that star button, hit that share button. And you already know what it is. Never look down.